we're stitching through one of the built-in designs on the Pfaff Creative Icon 2 and kind of explaining some things about moving around in a design, like backing up a few stitches, going forward a few stitches. But what if you wanted to skip a whole entire color section? You could actually come over here, and at any given time you can touch the color section you want to stitch, or skip an area and go right to, say, the last color or the outline of the stitch. There's times where you might have a design on screen and the last thing it does is the outline. Do you know you could use an outline for a quilting stitch and skip all the filled in area? What fun would that be? Now, you are noticing right now on screen that whatever I'm touching for color block, it is highlighting that in the design. If you don't have that feature on, it is called ghost mode. So ghost mode, when you have it selected, will actually gray out everything that it's not stitching. So right now we see the whole design in all 4 colors, but when I touch ghost mode, whichever color I'm actually stitching is the one it's going to stitch. Now again, if you find you want to just kind of forward through the design or skip some of the stitches, you can touch and hold the plus or minus button depending on which way you need to go and kind of actually see what area it's stitching. It also allows you to make sure that if you've changed your bobbin and you don't want to miss a stitch by, it starting like almost 1 stitch later, always back up a couple stitches as you go. Now, you saw a little thing kind of pop up real quick. Let me talk about that. At any given time, if you touch the number of the stitch count, you can go through and I actually left off in stitch number 75, kind of 20, somewhere in there. So it will kind of jump me back to where I need to be, and then I can kind of plus and find exactly where I need to restart. Keep in mind that if you ever stitch over a part of the design a little bit more than you thought, you will find you probably are not going to see that extra stitching, that extra layer you created when it's all said and done. So don't be afraid that if you have overstitched it extra, that it's going to be very obvious. Most of the time, it's really hard to even see it at the end, and you know where it is, what you've stitched over maybe more than once. But just know that at any given time, you can jump to a color you want to be at and simply stitch what area of a design is what you're trying to use. So many times you have leaves and a tree and a dog and you just need the dog, so you can stitch just the dog. It's really easy to jump around. So I hope you'll explore some of those options. Plus know that at any given time you can go back stitch by stitch and exactly start where you want to start on any design in the machine. We have tons of videos for the Pfaff Creative Icon 2. Down below in the description, you can find the complete playlist of all the videos that we have done, and you can totally binge watch everything from all the sewing videos to all the embroidery videos and master this machine from start to end.